Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 21-yard line.
Set, hut, set it in. It's the wrong way. Anyway, do.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
From the 21, it's second and 10. On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here. Called by the Patriots.
Here we go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 52. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On first down, Jackson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good break there.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run here with Bo. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
That pressure gets to him again. Ryan Shazier. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Here's Ray Guy now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. A great return there, bobbing and